Hey, this is Pascal, and I just found something very cool that I wanted to share because it is very dear to my heart and something that I'm super passionate about. So check it out. That was me and Julia flying back in 2010. It was one of our first HiBird to Sidestar attempts. Funny that we found this video just yesterday on Julia's phone, and also yesterday we recorded almost exactly the same pose because both kids were sleeping, so we decided to go out in the parking lot and record just a little sequence, and it's almost the same. Check it out, 8 years later. So the reason why I got so excited to find this video was because when you look at it the first time, you're like, there's not so much difference. Yes, it's a bit more stable, my stance changed a little bit, the lines are cleaner, but the skill is the same. 8 years of dedicated partnership, and it at least looks similar. My hair is longer, it changed from summer to winter, so there's a lot of things, of small things that change, but the pose itself is not so different. From the outside, from the inside, everything changed. We got 2 kids, our traveling went wild and crazy, we traveled all over the world, we moved houses, we had a yoga studio in between, we got married. All of these things changed, which you don't see from the outside. So for me, 2 things is this video the best reminder for me is 1, celebrate your firsts. Whatever you do for a first time, make sure you celebrate it because you only have that first try. When it's in yoga, when it's in acrobatics, when it's in acro yoga, celebrate your first try because there's never going to be another first try. And the other one is looking at it 8 years later, can be 1 year later or 4 weeks later, and you're doing exactly that same skill. Look at what changed on the inside, what changed in your life, and how does that affect how that pose feels. For me, it changed the whole thing. I loved it. It's one of my favorite poses, a HiBird and a Sidestar to base, because it's trust and all of that things. But what changed is that connection to that human being, that connection to that skill, all of these things. Bottom line, celebrate your victories, celebrate your firsts, celebrate your fails, but whatever you do, celebrate it, because you will look back at these pictures, at these poses, at these feelings 8 years later, and you'll be amazed. So send me your firsts, share them in the comments, share your stories. I'm super excited to hear them because I think in the acro yoga world there's so many super cool relationships from people, also acrobatic relationships that met, flew something for the first time, meet again years later or months later, and it feels different, or it looks exactly the same, maybe it feels totally different, but I'm excited to hear them. Celebrate first, honor your firsts, and acknowledge the change that comes on the inside. Enjoy your practice, move more, see you soon!